Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about XLM as well as XRP. As you guys already know, I'm very bullish on these two assets, as these are two OG laggards that do lag behind a lot of the market, and I don't think a lot of people actually understand that reference or even understand, the gist of these two assets, as well as, compared with, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, ETC and stuff like that. So mainly, a lot of people are getting very impatient with XRP. It's the same sentiment point that we were at even in 2017 and 2018 before XRP actually made its all-time high. The reason why we talk about XLM with XRP is because these two move together fairly closely. Now, right now, CoinMarketCap is dealing with some issues. Like, it's very slow, so I'm not going to even count on it loading XRP. It'll honestly probably just take forever, but we do know that some of the market is up, some of the market is down, but we do know that, meme coins are making their way throughout the market, which is also fairly good to see in a way. I know a lot of people don't like to see that, but listen, I've always said that with Bitcoin, we don't need to see 100K to have a lot of money flow into alts, and people are like, well, where's that money coming from? Look at this, right? First off, look at the trade volume in the 24-hour span on Shiba Inu. Almost $40 billion, okay? That amount of money will flow throughout this market very easily. Now, of course, that's not all the money that's going to flow through here. Only a small percentage of the money from Shiba will actually move throughout this market. And the reason why is a lot of people actually miss out on taking profit. But we do see trade volume up on alts significantly throughout the entire, market. Now, with that being said, we look at the all-time chart here, and we really kind of look back at 2017, 2018. So during this entire time of August all the way to around December, all of these other altcoins were pumping. Everybody was kind of getting out of XRP. They said, it's just, whatever, it's a garbage coin, and, it's not doing any movement. We're seeing the same sentiment flow throughout the market right now. And the funny thing about that is that right now we are at around the 28th on October. And from that point on, it was a little bit of some sideways trading, but it led to a little bit of a breaking point. Nothing too crazy. We pretty much almost touched 30 cents. But that's where, things started to get interesting as we marched into December. We had that nice breakout point to almost $1 plus. We actually hit 86 cents, almost 87 cents. It was major resistance. As a matter of fact, we hit that same resistance, or I should say we retested that same resistance during the April run. We went to $2 and we came down and retested 85 cents. Now, this came down lower, it came down to about 73 cents before running all the way to $1.20. Again, a significant resistance point that we have yet to break on XRP just yet. Again, retested to almost $1.05. Very strong support. I've always said that. Now, once it broke up above $1.40, it retested $1.50, ended up breaking that, and it just continued to fly before hitting $2.21. Kind of pulled back a little bit down to $2.16, and then it continued that path all the way up, of course, to the all-time high. Now, the significant thing about this is if we go to the lowest point here before this breakout, it was 25 cents all the way to $3 and almost 40 cents. Now, on some exchanges, this was actually $3.84. So when we're talking about a lot of what's happened throughout this market, this is the same pattern that we were playing into. In fact, you can look at any OG asset. You can look at XLM, you can look at Bitcoin Cash, you can look at Litecoin, ETC, EOS. All of them look exactly the same. They are following their 4-year cycle. They are trading sideways. A lot of people are saying these are going nowhere. These are garbage assets. And that is the problem with this market, is that not a lot of people are seeing the bigger picture on a lot of these altcoins like XRP. Okay? But with that being said, let's move on. But before we fully jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that I am releasing 4 new videos, or actually I think 5 new videos. Yeah, so I'm going to do 5 new videos within the next 2 days on this website. This will severely increase the value of the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack for anybody who is looking into getting my insights, like my personal trading, patterns, my trading portfolio, all that kind of stuff. You guys could get that through the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, but I also have a ton of other products on on here for those who don't want to spend, over $5 or anything like that. So with that being said, if you guys are interested in something like that, you guys could definitely go over to NCashOfficial.com and look into those types of products. But with that being said, let's move on. So I did address these comments before in an XLM and XRP video. In fact, we do see our XRP and XLM will rocket up aggressively this bull market. We even see a lot of other people say the same thing. XLM and XRP are done deals. We also even see, right, Berta, once XLM hits new highs and XRP $7 to $13. And I know a lot of people are making jokes about it, me when, all right? A lot of people are like, this is never going to happen. It's not happening anytime soon, right? But that's the thing. We are very close now. So I've been talking to you guys about these assets for a very long time. In fact, look at the main resistance point, or I should say the main support zone that XLM actually came down to. So first off, it retested the bottom on this wick of about 30 cents. Okay, so that wasn't nothing too crazy. But where we are now is major support going all the way back to the beginning of October. We are back to these points before we were up to 42.5 cents. Okay, but that's not what I'm worried about. I'm actually not even concerned about the USD pairs on XLM and even XRP. You might be wondering, well, why? Why aren't you? You should be, right? No. Honestly, from an overall standpoint, when we're looking at these markets, everybody is so quick to look at the price in USD. Like, they'll be like, wow, XRP just jumped up 10 cents. It's going to moon. It's going to moon. But they disregard the fact that if something is pumping on the USD pair and it's not pumping on the Bitcoin pair, that it's actually not bullish. It's not a good sign. What is a good sign right now? And we can go back to the weekly chart on this actually. What's a good sign right now is that our current price action that we're seeing, where we are now on this bottom stage. Let's go back to 2017 and 2018. Okay? So yeah, do you guys see a little bit of a pattern forming here? So first off, here is the summer of 2017. XLM at its peak. We pretty much peaked back in May. It was on May 1st. We peaked again around, May. If we go over here and look at where we really peaked, it was around May 10th. So, pretty significant, huh? Now, when we're looking here, and we're really kind of addressing what we're seeing, we see sideways momentum around this demand zone that I have marked in green on the chart. And look at where we were at in the week of around this point that we're at now. This is pretty much that week that we are at now. It's just, I know it's October 23rd, but the next week starts October 30th. We're still around this demand zone, and again, even November 6th, November 13th, November 20th, and look at what ends up happening by the end of November. We get a major breakout, hitting resistance, by the way, which this resistance follows through all the way back to 2017. How funny is that? Now, we broke out of this resistance, actually broke above it, went extremely parabolic on the Bitcoin price chart, which allowed for that parabolic nice move on the USD pair. Why am I showing you this? Well, we are trading sideways, and we have been trading sideways from about May 10th. Okay, so around this point here. And we could actually kind of see that right now, right? This is it. We haven't had any major moves. In fact, look at the Bitcoin pair back on May 1st in 2017. Look at that massive move up there. The only major move that we've had in the year of 2020 to 2021 was this move in May, which, don't get me wrong, I think that that move in May was significant considering the fact that if we were looking back on the weekly chart here, let's actually look here, that move back in May was near all-time highs. The best part about this, and I should say the best news about this, is the fact that we are at these major demand zones on the Bitcoin pair. And look at the price that we're at right now. Overall, let's actually go back to Coinbase. Okay. And let's draw a demand rectangle from our current level all the way back to here. So, again, this is the weekly chart. Look at where we were at around this time in 2017. We were at these prices here. Okay, so the major bottoming stage point was around this point. Look at how high we are from that point. You might be wondering, well, why does that even matter? Well, first off, we are already significantly, 1,275% above that current point down there. The best part about this is that from that current point back in 2017 all the way to the top of this candle here, okay, which I know sometimes it goes even higher on some exchanges, that was a 3,263% of an increase in price. I'm not waiting for, 3,200%. But I will say this, even if we get a fraction of that percent from our current price action in October, the bottom stage, which is right here, okay, even if we just do half of that, which is roughly around 1,600, okay, we will see a price move. Let me get rid of this. We will see a price move of roughly, one second, and this takes a little bit of time because I have to move all the way up the chart, but 1,600% would bring us all the way to, wow, look at that. This is my overall price target anyways. I've always said $5 to $10. This brings us to $5 and almost 40 cents. Now you might be wondering, well, I'm actually kind of curious, right? What does 3,200 give you? Well, if we did follow that nice 3,200% run, let me remove everything that's up here. So the 3,200% run would net us all the way up, and here's where my lovely $10 range comes in as well. So here's that $10 range. So 3,200% actually nets us around $10.50. I've always discussed why $10 could be, our pinpoint if we repeat that same, percentage. Of course, will we repeat that same percentage exactly? Most likely not, but still, I think that this is very clear to see that even if we half this, okay, even if, we fraction it from our current levels, I'm expecting a 10x at least. Okay, a 10x at least from this point. We'll just say roughly $3.50. I know it's not exactly $3.50, but that's only right now 1,000%. Okay, you are honestly going to tell me that 1,000% is out of the woods for XLM? Now, when we're talking about XLM, we also have to talk about XRP, because XRP, in terms of the Bitcoin pair, look at where we are. Okay, and let's go back to the weekly chart real quick. So look at where we are at in terms of the Bitcoin pair. Here is 2017 and 2018. In fact, our Bitcoin pair didn't even hit this bottom stage that we are at currently until around December 4th. Now, what ended up happening around this time, you might ask? Well, first off, let's go over to XRP. Let's first off change this to Bitstamp just to get the most price data. Change this percentage. Let's go to the 1 week. Zoom out. Okay, so here we go. So, again, when we're looking here was December 4th. Where's December 4th at? Well, here's December 4th. The day before we went to the moon. Okay, now you might be wondering, well, what's significant about this level and why are we even focused on it? Well, now from here, okay, if the market allows it, so if Bitcoin starts to kind of stabilize here, which honestly speaking, it looks like Bitcoin has hit some major support. Looks like it could reverse here. I still have my eyes on the 57K to 56K level if we do get there. But I am expecting a little bit of some upward pressure if we do see it. Overall, this could play out two ways. Okay, we could either see on Bitcoin from our current level, we could either see a major move down to roughly 56K. If this is officially broken, we will see 54 to 52K. But what if we don't go that low? What if we just retest support, bounce off of it? Well, we would want to get a breaking point in this green zone up here. That is 63K. That is major resistance. This could play out two ways. So I'm watching this closely. But if Bitcoin could actually, properly allow us to move on alts, which would mean, of course, Bitcoin going up while Bitcoin dominance going down. That's what we want to see. In fact, Bitcoin dominance right now is breaking a key support zone. But when we're talking about XRP and we're talking about what could be happening during this bull run, well, first off, we go off of those lows. First off, where we are currently, and go back to October around the 30th point. Here's the price data. Okay, from that current bottoming point to the topping point, we're going to go off of the price again. Okay, this is roughly about 482, almost 483%. Now, where do we go off of that bottom stage point to the topping point? Well, this is roughly about 1,726%. Smaller percentages. Well, you might be wondering, well, why is it smaller percentages? Well, it's cheaper prices back here. That's why I also expect this percentage to actually be a little bit weaker than this one. That's why I don't think that we're going to repeat that same process and go to, $10 or $10.50, whatever it was up here, right? Because when we're actually looking at those percentages, those will essentially diminish because the price is going higher. That is why I always kind of half it. That's why I'm saying, 1,600%, somewhere around that $5, the $5 to $10 range. I've always said $5 to $10. On XRP, okay, from that bottom stage point, which is right around here, if we do another 1,700%, well, where does that net us in terms of price? Well, 1,700% from our current level would bring us to around, wow, look at that. So 1,700% would bring us to around $17.50. Now, if Bitcoin does have a blow off top and we go miraculously to 200K plus, which I'm not expecting it, I've discussed to you guys why. But if we do get that blow off top on Bitcoin, we would essentially see a major move on XRP to $15 to $25. But I'm not seeing that. In fact, I'm seeing $10 to $15 being conservative. That's why I also see this at $17.50. That looks more logical. Now, what if we half this at 850%? Well, 850% doesn't actually get us to the targets that a lot of people want us at. In fact, 850% brings us to around the $9 range. I don't think that we half this, though. In fact, I think that XRP does similar moves. And the reason why I say similar moves is because these prices that we've seen back here, we've already seen this year as well. And from our current cup and handle situation that's happening right now on XRP, I think that our next move up is actually going to be fairly parabolic. And there's also a lot more bullish convergence behind XRP and a lot more catalyst events. But I'm still expecting this to top out around $10 to around that $15 range, which is only 938%. To roughly around $15, which is 1,455%. So it's still a diminished return in regards to percentage pumps. On XLM, again, when we're talking about this, we don't have to half this. In fact, we can come up as high as $7 plus and still get the diminished returns, even $8, right? And still get those diminished returns because right now, even on XLM, in the past bull run, it hit 93 cents. XRP hit, roughly around $3, and it was like $3.84 on some exchanges. So, roughly almost $3 plus. If we do this, we could see XLM at around $12, realistically speaking, if we do repeat the same sort of moves with XRP and kind of compete with it. But I'm not seeing that personally. I'm still seeing around, that $5 to $10 range being targeted, with possibly just like a move to around $8 being the topping point for XLM. But of course, I'm going to be watching XLM and XRP closely. I've discussed why these are very significant assets, but I don't need to tell you guys that. All you have to do is go to compare, click XLM, and look at the moves that they do together. They're technically identical in terms of the moves. So if we're talking about XRP, topping out around, if we look back here and zoom in, we topped out at the January 1st time frame. Where did XLM top out at? Well, let's zoom in real quick. Zoom in, zoom this out just a little bit. Here we go. Where did we top out at? Well, January 1st. You see why I like to watch these two very closely. And actually, I think a lot of people could benefit greatly from holding these two as well, because they're going to do very significant moves together. And in fact, they will also give you massive gains. XLM will give you technically better ROI from the current levels that it is at. And if we do hit the $5 to $10 range, it will essentially be like, buying XRP at around 60 cents and hitting those levels that I just told you about. So ROI percentages on XLM are fairly better than XRP, but I still think that these two should be in your portfolio either way, because they do move very, very closely together, and they are focused on two incredible scenes. Like I said, B2B banking scene for XRP, P2P, and some other sort of use cases for XLM as well. So definitely check them out if you guys haven't already. But with that being said, that's my basis behind why these haven't been moving too much, but it's also my bullish sentiment point on these two. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. And it's beautiful. It's Nick. Peace out, guys.